Learning Language Arts Through Literature, or LLATL, is a comprehensive ELA curriculum for grades 1 through 12. We're looking at a week from grade 7. I'm Sara, a curriculum consultant for Rainbow Resource Center. Let's discover the components, the literature, and what a week of lessons might look like in your homeschool. The program is Christian, but on the neutral side, with only select passages having religious content. Regular dictation and a focus on literature gives it a Charlotte Mason approach. Parent involvement is medium, since there are elements a student can complete on their own. It would appeal to a visual learner, and there are required resources, which are the 4 novels you need to gather. Each level is identified by a color, with the grade number discreetly on the back, making it a good option for remediation. And it's affordable. Components include a teacher guide, student workbook, and typically there are 4 novels to read in each level. In this grade, we're introducing Shakespeare, so there are 3 books: Star of Light, The Mysterious Benedict Society, and Much Ado About Nothing. I decided to share lesson 10 of each grade level in case you want to compare apples to apples on the various levels. Among the levels. There's a link to a placement test on the free handout as well. Lesson 10 turned out to be a dictation unit, so instead we'll show lesson 11, which is a more typical looking week. The lessons between book studies may use a passage from the most recent book read, or it could be from another book or even a poem or short story. This week's passage is from The Borrowers, and lesson highlights include labeling parts of speech in several sentences. You're looking for articles, possessive pronouns as adjectives, nouns and verbs, adjectives, pronouns, and conjunctions. You'll do simple diagramming, then list the past tense and past participles of some verbs. Monday. The teacher will dictate the passage to the student as they write in the workbook. Proofread your version, then check it with the original. List any misspelled words or use the suggested words as a spelling list. Complete the spelling exercise. Read about conjunctions, particularly using commas with conjunctions. Tuesday, spelling lesson. When changing a word ending in Y to the plural, change the Y to an I and add ES. Complete the spelling exercise making words plural. If any of you are concerned that as the teacher you won't know what the correct answers are, don't fret. All answers and suggested answers are provided in the teacher book margin for each lesson. Next, we look at verb tenses. What is a tense? Compare past tense to past participles. Revisit homonyms, same sound, different meanings. Reread the passage and list all homonyms. Wednesday, spelling again. Read about when to change a word ending in O with a plural S or ES. Complete the exercise. Look at the verbs from yesterday. Discuss regular and irregular verbs in the past tense. Complete the exercise and review your spelling list. Thursday, rewrite the passage in the present tense. There's space in your workbook for this. If you need more practice, rewrite the passage from lesson 10 this way as well. Take your written spelling test. Friday, write the passage from dictation on a separate sheet of paper. And then I was a tad confused on the next instruction. It says to use your easy readers and find 5 verbs and write out their 3 principal parts. I don't see any information about easy readers, so perhaps any simple children's book will do. The review comes next, but there's another assignment after that. In my mind, I just flipped these. There's almost a page-long passage to read and summarize on a sheet of paper. And then you can complete the review, which entails labeling parts of speech in 10 sentences. I don't think this was an error. I just moved it to how it made sense to me. You can adapt as you see fit too. Review makes for a great assessment of your students' learning, so I prefer it at the end of the week. LLATL gives you confidence knowing you're covering appropriate grade-level language arts skills. From the existing framework, you can add more spelling, grammar, or handwriting as your student needs. You could even use an abridged version of a novel if your student would benefit from an easier version. This doesn't mean that you need to add anything at all. The framework is here. Use it as it is or adapt it to suit your learner. The integrated approach assigns meaning to the lessons. Grammar is taught with composition, not in isolation. Vocabulary and spelling come right out of the novel or text you're reading. Your student has already seen the words. Handwriting comes from passages you've read. The more connections, the better the retention. You can see the program overview video on our YouTube channel. As always, our team of curriculum consultants is available to you free of charge. Bring us your questions by phone at 888-841-3456. Use our online chat at www.rainbowresource.com. We're here Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 Central Time, or send us an email, consultants@rainbowresource.com, for a prompt reply.